All right.
Thank you. Please.
Can I request Ganesh Shankaran, Group Executive Axis Bank, and Manish Chadha, Group Executive Axis Bank, to come and give a token of appreciation. Yeah. Thank you. I'll hold this. Yes. I'll give it. In the car. In the car. Give it to Zahan. Zahan, yeah. He's there. We'll request everybody to be seated. We'll get into a conversation and then we'll screen the film Dawn. Having you to present Dawn today.
Good evening, everybody. It's such a joyous occasion. This film was made almost 50 years ago. And to have Shivi and his foundation restore it and make it watchable and exciting for all of us, even today, is joyous. And I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So we're going to do a few questions, and we're going to talk about ma'am's life and history with films. And I want to start speaking about your father. Your father, Amanullah Khan, was a very eminent writer. He wrote Mughal-e-Azam. Tell us about the influence of him in your life.
Ji, mere walid sahab, Amanullah Khan, he wrote the screenplay and dialogues of Mughal-e-Azam and also Pakiza. He was prolific in Urdu. Or abhi, I have a whole compilation of all his poems, which I'm looking to publish at some point. Lekin afsos, I did not spend much time with him. My parents were separated when I was about 2 years old, and I lived with my mother. So I cannot claim to have any knowledge of the Urdu language. I went to a convent school. I studied in America, and I came back and I had to start my career, learning Hindi all over again. Gee.
Do you remember the first shot you gave, your first time when you faced the camera? What was the experience like?
Shivi, I was stunned. It was for O.P. Ralhan's Halchal, and it was in famous studio. And I walked onto the set, and it was so grey, it was so drab, it was so dreary. I looked at him and I said, "Sir, where is this glamour?" Because at that time, neither had I joined films, nor had I won Miss Asia. So मुझे लगा कि कहाँ है ये glamour? He said, he used to call me Babusha, because that's my name. He said, "Babusha, you are supposed to be the glamour." So, that was my first introduction to my first sequence in Hindi cinema. Ji.
Your breakthrough was really Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Ji.
And Dam Maro Dam.
Yes.
It became a rage with the new generation. Can you talk about that?
About Dam Maro Dam, it was, actually it's a song that has stood the test of time. I came to know recently that there was a survey, and Dam Maro Dam is the #1 song in the history of Indian cinema. Wow, it doesn't get more prolific than that.
We just did Dev Saab's, we did a whole retrospective in so many cities.
I believe it was amazingly successful, Shiri.
Thank you.
God bless you, you're doing amazing work.
Tell us about what you feel about your relationship with Dev Saab.
Dev Saab was my mentor. Because of Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, because of the wonderful music, Phoolon Ka Taron Ka, brother-sister relationship, the songs, the music. I became accepted in Hindi cinema. I was accepted, people liked the role of Janice Jasbir, and then I worked in 2 more films with Navketan, Heera Panna, Ishq Ishq Ishq, and I did multiple other films with Dev Sahab. So, if it wasn't for Dev Sahab, I would not have had such a meteoric rise in the business.
Wonderful. You had a definite impact on the characterization of the heroine in Hindi cinema, and you formed a new form of sexual politics in the 70s. How would you look at that?
A new form of what?
Okay, new form of feminism, new form, put it that way.
Listen, let me...
You redefined that form.
See, it was not my intent, it was not by design. My first film, I had been accepted as a bad girl with a heart of gold. She had a reason to be who she was. So producers started casting me in films like that. A lot of grey shades. Where the line between the heroine and the vamp was blurred a little bit. Otherwise it was very clear cut. Either you were good or you were bad. But I was given roles where I was a good bad girl, a bad good girl. And I think because of that, people feel that I changed the concept of the Indian leading lady.
If you have to look back at some of the roles you played, which one means the most to you?
No. It's like having a dozen children and saying, who's your favorite? Ye na mumkin hai. I had a very long journey, and there were many, many milestones. Of course, Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Dawn, Kurbani, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, Roti Kapda Makan. I mean, a lot of films, Dostana, Lavaris, many, many films. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah. So let's talk about Dawn, as we are going to be screening it.
Yes.
Tell us about how you got the role and how did you prepare for it? What was the whole shooting atmosphere?
See, we were shooting for a film called Roti Kapda Makan. Naremani Rani was the camera person. Chanda Barot was the chief assistant director. Of course, Amitji was in that, and I was in that. And at some point, I don't know what all was happening with them behind the scenes, what their financial situations, I was just not aware. They approached me, they said they were planning a project called Dawn, and there was this role. And I just requested Chandra. I said, Chandra, I want to do something. I just don't want to be, Gana Gaya Chale Gaye. He said, don't worry, we'll involve you in all the action and the drama and everything. So I was very excited, G.
But the whole costumes and the whole attitude, and that was so cool in that time. Where did you, how did that come about?
No, I would talk about it with my director and just go for it. Yeah. There was a lot of me in that, truly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an amazing film, and even now it sort of stood. Dawn 3 is coming out. They're going to shoot Dawn 3.
Roma is a legend. Jungly Billy. Jungly Billy.
Your haircut in Dawn, especially.
Yeah. People love that. Yeah.
Great haircut.
Thank you.
You've obviously heard what the Film Heritage Foundation has been doing, and sorry, I'm not plugging the foundation here, but it's also important for us to understand what artists feel, especially because how do you look at the role of the foundation in today's times? How do you look at the role of the Film Heritage Foundation in today's time?
Shri, I said it earlier this evening, I think it is absolutely exceptional that all these projects that are old and people didn't look after the negatives, people didn't look after anything, they were not thinking of the future. The fact that you have looked into this and revived all of this and brought it back to today where people can watch it and enjoy it, and it is part of our cultural heritage, one way or the other, willy-nilly. It is. Indian cinema, it's part of our culture. You know, the films that we made, our songs, our storytelling, our over-the-top drama and music and all of that. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And I do congratulate you for the incredible work that you're doing, not just with features, but with documentaries, with regional films, you know, with films across the board. So
Thank you.
I
Thank
doff
you.
my hat to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think one question which everybody would want to know is, you were not on social media and suddenly you are now on social media, and what has been the experience so far?
Actually, my family, you know, coerced me, Zahan and his partner, they're partners in crime who made me join social media. And it's a lot of fun because I find that when you have a platform to, you know, where you can speak your own truth and people hear your voice from you, not other people's perception of you or your reality, but you can put forth your reality the way it is in front of people. I have been overwhelmed by the love that I have received. So to all of you who do follow me and have liked what I have put out there, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you. That's it, man. Let's watch Dawn together.
Yes.
I'm looking forward, and thank you. Thank you, Arjun. Thank you, Anu. Thank you, the Axis Bank team, for your wonderful. And Mr. Jal Tata, thank you so much for always being so supportive. And thank you, Film Credit Foundation team, and all of you. Let's have more of this cinema, more of these films back again. So now, Dawn. This.
Let her have the final word.